A few of you asked for Resident Evil 9 theories, and I'm not game theory, so my hair's wet, I'm sorry. And so I don't really know. I do have a few things that I feel like are not gonna happen. That's something that some people think will happen. I do not think that Leon is gonna take Grace Ashcroft's thunder. I don't think he's gonna make that, like, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. I also don't think, I hope anyway, I don't want to jinx it, that Leon will die. I really hope not. Technically it is a possibility, but I really don't want to think about that because I really, really liked Resident Evil 2 remake. I know, it's a basic answer, I know. I'm sorry, but I really don't want him to die. I feel like that's not an uncommon thing to say, though. And I also don't think that, I do think, because a lot of people are mad at the gameplay. They think, like, there's not going to be any, like, fighting or, like, combat. And I feel like that's not true. I think, that we'll eventually see her with, like, Grace with, because her mom had a gun. I think that was her mom. Her mom had a gun, so I feel like she's gonna wield something at least. Because I know we've only seen her have bottles and a lighter, but I think she's either going to do something with the lighter, like light something on fire, or do something and like get some kind of weapon and have like some kind of combat. Obviously, now that we know Leon's in there, there's bound to be combat. Like, it's just like, you can't have a Leon Kennedy in there and not have anything like cool. So I don't think that. I think she's gonna have combat, but there's definitely gonna be combat from Leon, because you can't not do that. I think she's either going to have like a small gun, or they're gonna give her like Jill style. They're gonna give her like a 6-tiered bazooka that she has to hold like this. You never know with Resident Evil games, so I'm not sure. And I think that there's going to be, how do I explain this? The boss at the very end, I think, is gonna be something like in Resident Evil 8, where it was it Resident Evil 7 or 8? I don't know, it was like a big, like, eyeball. I think it was 7. I don't know. It was like a big eyeball. It looked like a biblically accurate angel that you, like, had to do something with. There's also something like that in Resident Evil 4. But I think it's going to be something like that for the boss battle, because people are saying it's going to be a really well-timed RPG, where it's going to be, like, the guy... Because I think the guy with the... Obviously, he has something to do with it. How could he not? But I think he's going to partly be the boss battle itself. Whether it's a machine or he, like, evolves into something otherworldly, I don't know. But I think that's what the boss battle is going to be. Because some people are saying it's going to be a really well-timed RPG because it's more horror than action-packed. That's what people are saying. I feel like it'll be equal amounts, like Resident Evil... Because, like, as I said before, Resident Evil 7... people were originally like, that's too core game like, and so in Resident Evil 8 they made it more combat based and skill learning and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be like a perfect blend between horror and survival horror. So I think and if I have to deal, okay, this is completely off topic, if I have to deal with a buck-ass briefcase again, I'm gonna lose my mind. I really liked in Resident Evil 2 when we just had the boxes. I don't like the briefcase. It's so annoying. Anyway, so yeah, those are a couple of my theories so far. And I also think, because like, as I mentioned before, in Outbreak, there was an Ashcroft. Ashford or Ashcroft, because Ashford was twins. Ashcroft. And I think she's gonna have something to do with it. We'll find out, because do we know the mom's name? I don't know, but I think that she might be the mom. We'll see. So, I really, really, really want to see Claire. Like, I want to see one of the girls. I want to see one of the girls from the older games. I really want to see... I don't really want to see Ada. Like, I wouldn't be mad. I'd be really... I'd be glad to see her if she was there. But I really want to see either Claire, Jill... Is Jill dead? I hope not. I don't want to think about it. I haven't been... Okay. Or Sherry. I think there's a very real possibility Sherry might show up again. So... Or Jake. No, wait. Is Jake dead? I don't know, guys. I can't keep up with all these dead people. But I really hope that one of the girls is in there. So... Let's try to break out of the pixie cut chains. That's all I have to say. Leon, please don't die. There's gonna be weapons, and I think Alyssa Ashcroft has something to do with it. So, yeah, later.